Welcome to the Ben Mallah podcast, where Ben Mallah is going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to submit your question, go to benmallah.com/podcast. You can also get Fast Pass, so you'll get a call on the show. That's at benmallah.com/shop. Aaron is also going to read super chats, and Ben's going to answer them. So, Ben, what's the big news today?
The big news is we have started the countdown to the live show in Fort Lauderdale. Come on down.
Man, wait a minute. Is it true? I heard, a little bird told me, September the 10th and the 11th of September, right? Fort Lauderdale, the big show. You're going to do it one more time. Did you tell the people about it?
Yes, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Who else going to be there?
Everybody that's still talking to me on that day. You see, it fluctuates. Sometimes certain people are mad at me and ain't talking to me. And so hopefully everybody will be talking to me and everybody will be there.
Aaron going to be there?
Aaron.
Vincent?
I will be there.
Vincent. Carla. Paulie. Ben Jr.
The whole family.
But not Jimmy Hart. You know why? Because Jimmy Hart's a big shot. And he's booked all over the goddamn country. How many cities did you go to last week?
Well, we went to Niagara Falls. We went to Detroit. We went to, where else did I go? Oh, yeah, San Diego, Sacramento, and Los Angeles for the big ticket sales for WrestleMania.
In 1
on
week,
the
he
first
did
and
all
second.
those fucking
Right.
places.
I know it. It was crazy. I missed you, though.
At his age,
But-
hey,
but
keep it going, man. Keep it going.
I know it. I need some Geritol. Anybody? Carla, can I get some Geritol, please? Hey,
But Jimmy's actually off to a gig tonight.
but tell me what else happening on the show. Are you going to have any one-on-ones with the people there?
We're going to do everything. You can book a private meeting with me. Bring your deal to the table. We'll get in the goddamn conference room. We'll lock the goddamn door, and we'll figure out what you need to do, what your next step is, where you want to go, whatever you want.
Is there going to be an after party?
There's always an after party.
All right, it sounds cool. And
We're going to do everything. We're going to do a seminar. We're going to do question and answer. We're going to hang out with people in my hotel, baby.
And how can you get
on
tickets?
my turf.
How can you get tickets for
All
it?
right, and the hotel will be very appreciative for your patronage. We need the money. That's a slow month, okay? I'm not bullshitting you. It's friggin' what? September. September is one of the worst months in the hotel business. September, October, November, December. Those are the shitty 4 months out of the year. You got a shitty damn third of the year.
But
because people are busy. They're back in school. They're doing this, they're doing that. Summer's over. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing.
But all your shows have been great anyhow.
They're great, but, we need some bodies in those rooms, baby.
So the family's going to be
And
there.
you can also buy a ticket this time if you don't want to stay in a room. But you're going to get the room.
All right, my Uber ride's here.
All right,
I've gotta go.
Jimmy's out
Love
of here.
you.
He's got to
Bye, Aaron.
introduce a big shot
Bye. See
DJ tonight in a big club over here in Clearwater.
I like your rap outfit.
Can I tell you
It looks
where?
good.
Hogan's
Thank you.
Hangout. If you want to go see Jimmy tonight, go to Hogan's Hangout right now. Jimmy will be there hanging out with Hogan's son, the DJ, and right?
Yeah, Nick's going to be spinning.
Nick
some
Hogan's be
records there.
spinning records in Clearwater Beach, having a party, baby. It's going to be jumping, and Jimmy Hart's there.
I know it. What's left of me. Hey, but you know what? You got a lot of callers coming in, so my Uber ride's here. I'm out of here.
Out of
All
here.
right, September.
I feel like I'm running a halfway house with him, but he's never here. He's never friggin' here. So we're lucky he's here. All right, what else we got going on?
So, what did you do today?
I got a new cup. So yesterday, everyone walks in the house with his friend and a couple
Rafal,
other
I'm
friends.
going to fix this mic. I think
And he went to the mall. So Barron's going to the mall. He went to the mall after playing golf, which I was very glad that he went and done. So he goes to play golf. He goes with his friend to the mall, and he bring me back this gift. Boom, 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 boom. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right, and I'm going to sit it right next to my bed where your mother brings a cup of coffee every morning for 18 years. And this is what she's going to see. The boss. And if you don't listen to the boss, then you meet my little friend. Hope you don't hear that. All right, here we go. Got the boss gun cup, mother. You just can't. Oh, shit. I just spilled the
my
coffee
God.
trying to shoot it. It's a fucking gun, not a bug. I mean, it's a bug, not a gun.
Rafal, go
Somebody
get
give
some
me a paper
stuff.
towel.
I'll start with some super chats. Actually, no. Let's start off. What did you do today? In the life of Ben Mallah, what did you do?
What did I do today? Listen, I can't remember all the shit I do. All right? It's like if somebody wants to see what I did, you know what? You go check all the fucking emails. You check all the texts. You check all the phone calls. You listen to all that shit. That'll tell you basically what I did all day. And my wife does. She's afraid. I don't know. She checks my phone. I don't give a damn shit. I ain't got nothing to hide. She knows more about some shit than I do. She reads texts and bullshit ones that I don't even pay attention to sometimes, and she knows about a lot of shit. And she thinks I'm talking to some other woman. I don't know. She's nuts. I mean, I mean, she worried about me cheating. That's the stupidest thing in the world. You know how much money that would cost me? All right, here we go. What do we got? What are we doing here?
All right, shout out
Listen,
Bear.
seriously, we need to sell those goddamn tickets. They're available now. I need everybody in that Sheraton Suites in Cypress Creek, Fort Lauderdale, and for all the Jews out there, we're doing a Sunday one. Okay? Enough with the goddamn bitching about you on the Sunday show because of the Sabbath. Fine. You better bring your ass there. Or your tuchus, if you want to really know. All right, that means ass in Yiddish. Okay, what do we got, Aaron?
All right, shout out Bear Lamb. Thank you for the first super chat of the night. How are you, Ben? Looks like you've lost another 50 pounds. I'm not being paid to say this.
Thank you, but I put on one of my big T-shirts tonight. It's a 1X bigger than I really need. What are we doing?
Black polo. I like it. All right, shout out Best Buy. Thank you for the 199. Where did Ben get that sick mug? All right, so actually I was at the mall and my friend was like, oh, look at that mug. We're in a store called Spencer's. I don't know if you guys know that, in Countryside Mall over here. Shout out Spencer's. But we looked at it and I was like, that screams him. So we definitely got it from him.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, shout out Ian Bedner. Thank you for the $10. Hey, King Ben, I'm coming into about 2 to 3 million next summer from crypto. Do you recommend I get an FHA loan and invest into a hotel or apartments, or start smaller and flip houses as my first investment? What do you think?
You better, I don't know, the whole crypto thing, I mean, I guess you're going to turn it into cash, I guess, because you can't buy real estate, to my knowledge, in the normal world with crypto. So
yeah,
I guess you plan on
convert.
taking, how much taking it in cash? I don't know. What's the matter? You're not going to have the balls to wait for it to go back up to 40 again, baby? I mean, start wherever you're comfortable with. You start talking FHA, that's when people ain't got no money. You got $2 million, shit. You don't need no FHA. Anyway, find a deal that makes sense and put down 20%, and hopefully you bought the right deal and you'll make some money. But, start small and work your way up. But if you want to talk serious about buying real estate and you want me to tell you, more, you need to go do a private consult, because I can't get yelled at that I spend too much time answering questions. So go get me on the phone and I'll talk to you about it. If you got a couple of $1 million, you really want to put it to work in the right way, all I'll do is tell you what I'm going to do.
All right,
All
Ben.
right,
We got a caller.
We have a caller.
First caller of the night. What's up?
Oh, you have to unmute yourself.
Unmute.
What up, Ben? How's it going, baby?
Pretty good. How are you? What's going on?
I'm doing good, man. Long time watcher, first time caller, man. Good to see you. So here, not to waste any time. My current situation, I'm 26. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I own 4 total properties, living in 1. 3 of them are rentals. I got 2 this year so far. And what I'm telling you right now is I'm about to do a cash out refi and a blanket loan on 2 of them. The interest rate's 5.75. My payment will be about $571. I'll get like $90K in equity from it. And I'm making about, $1,400 a month from both of them profit, cash flow. So I'll eat into that I'll still make $600 with a payment of $600. Basically what I'm getting at here is that's the current situation. It's the first time I've ever done a blanket loan on 2 properties. And obviously I'm trying to grow.
When you say a blanket,
you
cross collateralized it, correct?
Exactly. 2 properties, 1 mortgage on a cash out refi.
All right. So you got 1 mortgage and starting up 2 properties. I mean, listen, you're a smart guy. I already know you know what the hell you're doing. Okay. Now take that 90 grand and go find the next deal. I mean, you're basically at the level that I was at when I first started out, or, I got my feet off the ground and I started having 2 and 3 in properties, but you got to keep growing. You got to keep growing and do more deals and then eventually do bigger deals. So
that's my question.
Do it.
That's my question to you is, do I keep buying single families and then keep putting blankets on them until I get to the point where, I can pull out 500? How do I get to my first 12 unit or my first
build it up. All right. Believe me, everything's going to work out. All you got to do is build it up. Okay. Keep doing shit. All right. Can you go out and find another deal right now if you have to?
100%. I got like there's 10 I say in the realm of 35 to 55K properties because of the area. I mean, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. It's not Florida or anything. So I can get these properties 15% down, and they're cash flowing immediately when I get a tenant into them.
And do as many as you can. All right, as long as you're cash flowing and everybody's getting paid like they should be, and you're making money, do as much as you can. All right, because you're a very rare place. Most people cannot do what you're doing right now. It's impossible to make money in real estate in most of the world. So keep doing it. Don't stop. All right.
Would you ever say partner up with somebody, or would you at my stage?
You're going to do a big deal. I mean, if your deal is out of your reach and the only way you can get that deal is to get a partner, yeah, you got to use a partner. I started with a partner and then I bought his ass out. And no, he was a good guy to me. And
You're crazy.
But eventually you want to have your own shit, So when it comes time to get that profit check, it's all yours. So,
at what point do you transition to commercial the way you do it? Because you got a few.
Because I had to do it. There was no multifamily to buy and the kind of shit that I like to buy. So what am I going to do? Sit here and play with myself? No, I'm going to go out there and find something else. And then we had to learn a whole new line of business. It's what you got to do. You got to keep making moves. We can't stay all night with this guy. I'm just kidding. What's up?
Hey, Ben, you better watch out, man. I'll come down there and chill on that yacht with you.
Yeah, I know. From Cleveland. Ain't nobody from Cleveland. Please
Ben, come up here. I can get you.
From fucking Ohio to Florida. Please stay over there.
Man, how about you get up here? You get $500,000, get you a nice 25 properties. It's where the money's at, man. Stop getting in Florida. Come up to Ohio with me. You need me. I'm your new partner. Get up here.
You know why people live in Ohio?
Why?
Because it's the middle of the fucking country. Neither side wanted them. Okay? These are the people that couldn't get along on either side of the country. They're stuck in the middle.
Listen, we got the fresh water, Great Lakes. Listen, we're good to go. I'll stay up here with my fresh water when the world goes down.
All right. Well, hopefully the world goes down when I'm gone. But you have a good night. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Bye-bye. That guy was nuts.
Ohio's not a...
But that guy can really make a lot of money. He just put it to
tax free.
What?
We will never go there. Ohio's not state tax free.
What else? Anybody else? Am I here by myself? Aaron, you got anything?
Yeah, I got stuff.
The problem is, it don't be, it's the truth. Why do people hate the truth? Aaron stayed up all goddamn night.
I'm sure people could tell that I'm looking pretty rough right now.
And he realized maybe I shouldn't have stayed up all night. At least, he's learning from his mistakes.
To be fair, I wasn't aware we were going to do a podcast today, but I'm happy we did. I do love the podcast. I don't think you will. All right, I'll say it. But I don't think you want to know.
But I know why you stayed up all night. All right, so, but I don't want to get into that.
I don't think you want to know how late I stayed up. I'll tell the viewers. I'm gonna say
we all hang out
so
with
the
our friends
viewers
late at night
know.
when you're age. You do it.
Everybody does it
once in a while. You don't see people that often. You stay up. You watch some stuff on the movies or whatever. It's life, and now you're gonna pay for it. So read the goddamn chats.
I stayed up till.
All right, the life of a 15-year-old. We're not interested.
They are interested. I bet they want to know.
Go on to Disney Channel and tell them. What do you got for super chats?
I stayed up till 6:07 in the morning last night. Anyway, shout out the Chief. Thank you. What is CRC? 1,000 CRCs. What currency is that? Croatian? I don't know. Anyways, open a hotel. Oh, Costa Rica. Open a hotel in Costa Rica here.
Yeah. Open a hotel in Costa Rica?
In Costa Rica.
Hell no.
I've
never been to Costa Rica, but I heard a lot about it. I ain't going home. You can't just go to another country and say, oh, yeah, I'm a big shot. I'm going to buy this hotel. Bullshit. Things don't work the same way. You can do that shit in the United States. Yeah, hell yeah, all day long. Go to another country and not know their ways and not know the connections and I don't even speak Spanish except the bad words.
Yeah, they do speak
Spanish. So anyway, thanks anyway. But it could be a lot of Americans have gone there and be very profitable. That's a fact. But I don't know if that's going on anymore. What do you got, Aaron?
Let's see. Shout out Tal Shalef. Thank you for the 279. Speak some Hebrew or Yiddish. Do you know any?
Baruch atah, I don't know anymore.
What does that mean?
All right. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and spit out Yiddish stuff, but I know enough to make somebody get a chuckle out of them. But no, I don't speak anything fluently but Brooklyn English. What do you got? Or Manhattan?
Hey, man, we got to call
Queens. What do we got?
Pretty
good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm $200,000 richer because of you. You convinced me to buy property. You motivated me.
What is he wearing?
So,
is he a
what-
soldier?
what'd you say?
What are you wearing? You a soldier? Or, it's a
I'm in
flower
Florida
shirt.
like you. I'm in
Oh,
Florida like
shit.
you. What do you mean? What am I wearing?
I'm
I'm in
going-
Tampa, Florida, right
You're
around
wearing-
the corner from you.
You're wearing the kind of shirt that fat guys wish they could wear, okay? A fat guy will wear- I'll look like the fucking tree, the pictures of the tree. If you get pictures with me, I look like the whole fucking bush. So how you doing? Where you at, Tampa?
South Tampa, over in Ballast Point.
Tampa.
So
Where?
I had some
I
questions
see.
for you. I had two
What's the name
questions.
of that private club? What's the name of that private club I had to go to for a meeting?
Oh, the Ballast Point Yacht Club, I think, over
No,
there,
not
or is it the
Good morning.
Palmacia? The Palmacia.
Not promise. It was some private club, like a country club, but no real. I don't know. It was just a place, nice place.
They got them all over here. They got them all over here.
This was like the best, highest one. All right. Yeah, we'll tell you later. All right. What else is going on, Tampa?
All right.
South
So, what do
Tampa?
you think? What do you think about targeting new construction since it's cheaper than used townhomes, brand new in Wesley Chapel? A lot of them through Lennar, and I think it's D&H Thornton, DH Thornton or whatever. They're building them all over Wesley Chapel. Wesley Chapel looks like it's going to blow up. They got a lot of plans. Hospitals going there. What do you think about targeting new construction in Wesley Chapel since it's cheaper than the townhomes are cheaper than the used ones, old ones? For rental.
Are you talking about walking into the development and just buying up the new stuff as they build it?
Yes.
I mean, those places, you'll make some money if you're the first guy to buy the house. That's a fact. I mean,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, when you're the first guy to buy in the development, the price is going to go up because they're going to run out of houses, which is going to drive the price up. Okay, it happens every day to everybody who's first there in the development. That's the thing, you get in early. But, I mean, you got to work the numbers. I mean, what are you going to do with these houses? You're going to rent them out? They may have rooms.
Rent it out. Get a three-bedroom townhome, 3-bath. They're going for around 300.
All right, listen, I know a guy that builds a shitload of them out there. He's the guy that built that the lake in Saul at, the lake they have.
Yeah.
A lagoon. It's like a man-made lagoon around homes and stuff, like a beach.
Epperson. Yeah.
So anyway, if you can get in early and you think, the price is going to go up. But I'm going to just warn you that I think the price of real estate and stuff like that is going to stay the same or go down because the same guy that used to qualify for a $500,000 house doesn't qualify for as much when the interest rate goes up. When they underwrite that guy that normally he said, oh, yeah, you qualify for $500,000. Fine. That guy don't do it. Interest rates are like doubled now for home loans. So you better be careful. You don't want to, you won't lose, but I don't know how much gain you'll have like the people that were doing it, for the past few years.
Yeah. Last question I had is how long do you think this downturn is going to be, or do you think it's just based off interest rates? Interest rates go up, they go down a little bit.
In my whole world, everything is controlled by interest rates. I mean, the whole real estate market is controlled by interest rates, the way I think, okay? Because if they go up, you can't pay as much for the property. The price has to come down. Now, are people being stubborn right now? Because the world's changed so much. And I don't know where all this money came from. It must be crypto, I guess. But anyway, the point is, I forgot what I said. What?
Interest rates.
It's all controlled by interest rates to me. Until you start seeing interest rates stable and not get raised anymore, which, then it plays the bouncing game too. So you never know when it's going to stop bouncing. I mean, we went through a really long ride. My interest rates are so fucking low, it's free money. But now, they're so, I'm going to get half the cash. I'm going to get half. I got twice the payment to make right now because I played the damn market.
Interesting.
South
Thank
Tampa.
you so much.
You know it was in the article in the newspaper. Did you read it? Where the hotel, the lady misprinted. She said, I bought it. I sold that hotel for $18.9 million on West Shore at Ramada. They're going to tear it down and try to build 300 units there. You didn't see that article? You're from Tampa?
No, I didn't.
It's from your
They're
house.
building everywhere.
All right.
Knocking everything down.
You don't read the Business Journal?
No, I don't.
You should read the Business
All I read is Zillow and the stock market. That's it.
Zillow. All I read is Zillow. Listen, you want to read what's going on where you live and around your neighborhood and all the deals that are going on, you should read the Tampa Bay Business Journal. It's a great
Will
paper.
do.
All right, good
Will
luck.
do.
call. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
Here we are. This guy looks like a fucking judge.
Yeah. Ben, how are you?
Looks like a judge in Puerto Rico. 10 years. What do you got, Marky?
This is the third time I'm calling you. I called you a while back. I made $100,000 on the property. I called you the second time. Remember, I was a guy who was talking fast. So I was about to fix my basement and flip the house. I bought it for $1 million. You and Ben Jr. were sitting together. So this is the third time I'm calling. Yeah. So
I can't even keep up with how fast you talk. You talk faster than I do, and I'm a fast talker. All right. So what's the story? You bought something?
Yeah, I bought it for $1 million. I was about to fix the basement and flip it for 1.2, and I'm in the process of doing that right now. But I got so you said take it step by step, so I was doing that. But I got a deal on my table, and it's a triple net deal. It's a smoke shop. It's right on the college campus, and it's very cheap. It's actually like less than $500,000, and the cap rate is 10%, and the lease is left for almost 5 years. It was owned by the post office. The post office wants to get rid of it. And I'm coming in and I'm saying, hey, I can buy it. The cap rate is 10%, but the city is dying. The city in which it is, the city is dying slowly. But the campus, it's on the campus, and the person who owns the shop, he owns 28 other properties.
The shop? Wait a minute. The shop is on the campus?
Yeah, it's on the college campus.
How could that be? The campus owns the property.
No. The campus doesn't own the property. It's the campus is here and the shop is here. I mean, it's side by side almost.
Oh, it's next to the campus.
Yeah.
And is there anybody, against it being there? You got any enemies?
No enemies, no.
All right, then what's the problem? 10 cap. If you finance, it could be a 20 cap. Who knows? I mean, so is the most important thing is the smoke shop making money?
It just started. They just started last year, and the owner put in about $150,000 in, and this is my first retail deal. So I'm kind of.
All right. Now the thing is this: he's been there for how long?
The owner, he's been there for 6 months now. He has 28 other shops.
How many other ones?
28 other ones.
Well, then there you go. I mean, if this guy's in the business that big, and if you can see, let him prove to you he's making money. I mean, that's what I like to see. Some kind of sales information. Something, to make you feel like this guy's not going nowhere. And then if he does go somewhere, it sounds like that location is like phenomenal if it's next to a campus.
The city is dying. The city in which it is, it's dying. I don't want to name any names, but the city is, people are running away from that city.
What about the campus?
The campus has about 1,300 students in it. I mean, it's not bad.
I mean, it's all about location now. You don't want to invest in a city that's going down. If you think as long as that place is next to a campus, it's going to survive and make money, that's fine. But, I would never invest on the downturn unless, I had some magic plan for something, but, I don't know. I mean, if the guy's going to pay the rent, he's going to pay the fucking rent. That's what it all breaks down to. If you feel like this guy's going to pay the rent because he's got big bucks.
Yeah. So I buy the property. So I'm finding it hard to finance, to find people to finance the deal because it's a small property. How do I do that?
How much you paid? How much for it? Or you're buying it, or you bought it already?
No, I put a letter of intent. It's listed for $350. I'm buying it for $300. I'm put a letter of intent for $300. I'm going to beat him down. Yeah.
I mean, listen. Have you borrowed money from anybody else before?
Yeah, I own a house. It's $1 million house, and I sold.
I know. But what kind of loan do you have? Do you have a relationship with a bank? I mean, it's all about relationships too.
Yeah.
Or go to a local bank. Go to the local closest bank and say, here, I got this building here. How much is the building really worth? Mm-hmm. At a 7 cap, it's they probably say 10 because of the neighborhood. Yeah. I don't know. If it's worth more than you're paying, then the bank should want a loan on it.
Okay. And can I get it refinanced? Or can I flip it like next year for like 7 cap or 6 cap because the rent is going up?
You can try. What I'm surprised is maybe how much is the rent on a place?
$2,700 a month. And next year it'll be $2,900 a month.
Well, who knows? Maybe the guy would buy it from you that has the business. He doesn't buy any of his properties. He's got 28 locations. He doesn't own any. Who knows? That location, if that business is really important to him, you're going to have him in the palm of your hand. So maybe he'll even, how much you paying for the property? $250 or $350?
$320. I think I'll end up about $320. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll pay you $420. Maybe he'll pay you $500,000. Depends on how good of a business he's making on that place. So I don't know, but good luck to you, and make that money.
Yeah, one more question. So, what about RV parks in Texas? RV parks, mobile home parks.
What in Texas?
RV parks, where people park their RVs.
RV parks.
RV parks.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
it's all about location. It's all about supply and demand.
Mhm.
If there's a demand for it, you
Yeah.
supply it. That's the whole point of real estate and doing your homework.
Uh-huh.
Okay. As long as it's like, if there's an ass for that seat, that's fine. If there ain't, then you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
It's all about, will RVs go there? Is it a place that's already existing? Does the place need to be fixed up? Can you raise the rates in the damn RV park? RV parks are great, but they got to be in the right location and they got to generate, keep full so you get that lot rent out of them.
Okay. And if I keep doing these small deals over and over, I can get to your level, right?
I started with the first property, I think was $27,500.
Yeah.
It was a crack house. Okay. That's what got me my start and my first big payday. So, if you keep pushing and keep just do it, you'll get it done. Just keep finding deals, make them happen.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. What do we got, Aaron?
Right. Shout out Yasirski. Ben, what traits are crucial to accumulate wealth?
What trades?
Traits. Like what kind of traits?
Tricks. You want to play some
No,
tricks?
not traits.
What the fuck is it?
Traits. Like mentality. Like
Traits.
what traits do you need to accumulate wealth to be successful? To really,
it's all about a plan. Okay. I've seen the biggest idiots in the world become billionaires. And these guys let me tell you something. It's all in having that plan, man. They had a plan, they executed the plan, and it grew and blew up on them. If something works, work the shit out of it. Okay? That's what you got to do. And just got real estate work
you
for
gotta
me.
From looking at him, you pretty much got to be willing to do whatever it takes to make money.
Find a deal.
What you're doing.
All you got to do in real estate is find a deal and find the money. Everything else is simple. You can fix shit. You can manage shit. You can collect the rent. It's all bullshit stuff.
But you got to be willing to do it.
Finding the fucking deal and having the money to do that deal. It's that's what it's all about. What else you got?
All right. Shout out Dope. Shout out Blockanese. Thank you for the $4.99. Ben. Hey Ben, how do I qualify for a second mortgage? Do I need to move out of my first home and get it rented first?
You get a second mortgage based on your income. It depends on how much equity you got in that house. Are you over leveraged already? Or can your salary, afford to make a bigger payment? You got to go to the bank and say, hey, I want a HELOC. Try to get a home equity line of credit on the thing. Okay, that's the easiest way to get a second mortgage. And then if you use the money as you need it. If you're not using it, you don't pay for it. But, go to the bank and say, hey, I want to refinance my first or I want a second. Can I pull any money out of this house? That's what the bank's there for. They'll tell you. Do it.
All right.
What else? Anything else tonight?
Yeah, shout out Ian. Thank you for the $5. LOL, yep. Ben, he said, LOL, yep. Converting to fiat, not from BTC, though. I'll for sure reach out to you.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what the hell he just said, So, come on. Ben, love your style. You always have assumption. That's not a question. What do you got? Anything?
Yeah,
super
shout out
chat,
Spencer.
super chats.
What's
Somebody
the best
please
place?
Send in a decent super chat.
What's the best place to put 100K?
Best place to put 100K. You got to find a deal. What is it? What's it going to be? Hey, you lady, read the cup, lady. Every day,
you got me a cup set. I'm the boss.
You're going to take
Oh
this
my
cup.
goodness, that's so nice of you. Thank
Every
you.
day you're going to take this cup and you're going to fill it up with a hot coffee.
God. Hey, I heard there's a party going on September the 10th and 11th. I heard there's going to be margaritas. Woo, woo.
The bars will be open. We're going to have 2 bars. We're going to have one in the lobby. You ever seen the lobby of this place?
I seen the
You've
lobby.
seen the
Have
lobby?
anybody else seen the lobby?
She's falling asleep on a chair in the
Wait,
lobby. Had
I
too
heard-
many drinks in the
I
bar. But it's a great. We have a bar in the damn lobby, big giant
Looking
100-foot
forward.
atrium, waterfalls, trees, everything you want.
Oh, perfect.
And we'll have the restaurant open. We'll be having tequilas and tacos, baby.
Oh, great. That's
And
going to
you're
be
cooking 'em.
amazing. Wait, what am I?
I need you to cook the tacos. We're short-handed at night. We can't find no help.
Hey, I cook the tacos. I have no problem with that. I'll cook the tacos. I cook them.
You cook them. You make the best tacos.
But you deliver them. I cook them. You deliver them.
Oh, I'm not. People are gonna come up and buy them. Shit, we need the money.
All right.
I always promised her.
Hey.
I always promised her one day. Her dream was to have, when she was young, have her own burrito truck. Let me tell you, burrito trucks are big time shit in California. All right, I lived off of fucking burrito trucks.
Oh, remember the guy?
So
my God!
Remember on my office staff and me and tenants. I buy so much shit off the truck.
I'm not gonna
parked it across the street
yes,
from my fucking
from the office. I was just gonna say that. I would never forget. There was a truck, and he used to park literally across the street from the office, and Ben used to go there every single day.
And all the people that came to my office to meet me.
And then they go there and have lunch.
That was like the major part of
Jeez.
guy's fucking business.
Do you know how long ago was that?
Yeah, how old are you?
Oh, seriously? Ha ha ha.
I can tell you right now, it was 20 plus years ago. It wasn't 20, it was 20 plus. Little.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward for everybody. Please, September 10th and 11th.
Come early while she's
there.
still sober.
Thanks, honey. You're so sweet. I love it. Thank you, honey. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. Don't keep them up too late now.
All right, what else we got? You got anything, Aaron?
Yeah, shout out Dope. Thank you for all the donations. Let's see. He said, Ben, amigo, wear a diamond chain and a diamond ring. Mafia look. People will take you more serious.
I got the cup. I'm bringing the cup with me. What else? Seriously, I'm telling you now, September 10th, September 11th, we're going to hang out. We're going to talk about making money in real estate. Okay? And people are going to be there that can help you with everything. Hotels, shit. Paulie, we just turned Paulie into the retail manager, and he knows multifamily. He knows retail. Ben Jr. will be there. He knows all the computer shit, all the software shit. You got a way to squeeze and pick our brains from everything we know for you. So hope to see you there.
All right. Shout out Angela. Thank you for the $5. Ben, what kind of gel do you use?
I don't use a gel. I use spray, spritzer. It's a spritz. And it could be Tresemme, or it could be another brand. And my wife says it's making my hair go balder. So what are you going to do? And she says, I'm not going to look good bald. She told me that the other day, you're not going to look good bald. What do you want me to fucking do? Go get a toupee? Okay. Shit. I'd much rather get something to just stick on there than fucking have them going in with needles. My father did that shit like, 40 years ago.
Seriously,
he died with the
I swear to you, it was hilarious. I see his text and he told his barber, hey, do you know where I can find a wig? I'm like, no.
Well, it's better than watching you constantly laughing at the baldness in the back of my head. Anyway,
I didn't never notice it until you said something.
My forehead as a fucking mirror. Who are you kidding? All right. What else we got?
Shout out Curl. Thank you for the $5. Shout out Terrence. Thank you for the $5 as well. Have you ever seriously thought about investing in forestry?
Who?
Forestry.
I don't know. We go to Georgia once a year. I learned all about, guys that grow shit for trees, but you got to wait 50 years to get your money or something. I don't know. Forestry is not for me. I've been there. I don't really see unless you get buying some land and they're going to let you cut the trees down and sell them right away. But why would somebody do that? They do that themselves. Why are they going to give you the opportunity? I'm out of the woods on that one. What else you
got? Shout out Drake Square Breaks. Thank you for the $20. Ben, should I buy a $500K fourplex on my own or partner up with a friend and get a $2 million apartment building? He's willing to front me $100K for 3 years to go in the apartment together. Is bigger best?
It's simple. How much money are you going to make on your own if you put your money into that fourplex? I had a consult with Ben today. Ben's me, by the way. And the guy's explaining to me, he's telling me he's going to buy a fourplex for he's going to build it, but he's going to be into it for $600,000 and working the fucking numbers. And I'm saying, holy shit, he's going to make some damn good money. It all depends on the rents. So listen, is the fourplex going to make you money? How much on your own? And if you do the deal with the guy on a bigger deal, is that going to make you more money? Okay, because if you're going to make the same money or less, then you don't want to do that deal.
All right, we got a caller.
We have a caller.
Ben, what's up? You're
What's
looking
up?
skinny, buddy.
All
How
right,
you guys doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm out in South Jersey. I'm in Margate, next to Atlantic City. Anyway, I started off wholesaling about 2 years ago, did over 30 deals, now own about 7 units. I just hit $1 million on net worth, but I'm liquidating all my single families to buy apartments. And the problem I'm running into is money, right? So I even found deals down here. You know, I found a 24 unit, wasn't able to find capital for it. So my question for you, the first question is, in regards to your transition from, you know, in your beginning property management to then moving on to larger scale things, what was that capital bridge for you? I know you say the bank, but, you know, ultimately I'm my DCSR right now, you know, the expenses
Have
and
you ever
income
borrowed
is
money from a
messed
bank
up.
before?
Huh?
Have you ever borrowed money from a bank before?
Yeah, so I borrowed a Freddie Fannie on my first FHA duplex that I house hacked, but the problem is that my income was screwed up because I left a $30K job to start wholesaling, so I was making, you know, more than 200 grand. So I needed 2 years for the bank. So essentially, my bank relationship, because my money is fluctuating up and
How
down.
much cash you got?
Huh?
How much cash you got to work with?
Right now, probably like 200.
All right. Well, you know, and so basically, if you got that kind of money to put down, all right, an easy qualifier is typically 20 to 25%.
Yeah, but it
All
takes
right.
too much time. That's the problem. Like, I could do that. It could take another year, or I could figure out a way to find someone.
A year.
Huh?
Why would it take a year for you to walk into a fucking bank and say, here, this is the deal I want to buy. I got 20 to 25% down. How much is the deal you want to buy?
So I went to a few small banks, and the problem is they're saying that due to the fact that the income and expenses of me personally, it's impacting the score. And the reason that is because I do refis to get my capital using the, you know, the strategy of fixing it up and pulling my money out. So I don't have active income aside from, you know, I own a staffing agency, and that's like just to cover my VAs, my virtual assistants. But essentially I'm having a point with the bank where, because all my capital is coming from loans, it's not really income. I'm having struggle in getting to that next level, and I need that capital bridge.
Well, you're going to have to pay more interest then. Because
that's
if
what I'm saying.
Some guy to sit here and try to understand your life and gamble on you, then, you know, you're going to have to, like I started with a mortgage broker who.
That's what I'm saying. I have to use brokers.
But as long as you're getting the money to do the deal, you know, until you make enough money to where you don't need them anymore.
Yeah, it's 8%, but it's, you know, it's still cash flow. And I'm just wondering, how long am I going to have to do that? Like, how long did it take you to pay that price of 8% in that middle period?
You can establish with the bank that you're not a fucking risk. I don't mean to say that, but he's from Jersey. I can say it.
Nah, it's normal out here.
You said something I didn't understand. I never heard before. You hacked the place. What did that mean?
House hack. Like, I lived in the bottom and rented out the top. I bought a duplex for $300K.
Is that why they call it Hackensack, Jersey? Because everybody there rents out half the fucking house?
House hacking, yeah. Because I put 3.5% down.
Jersey.
That's
where it started.
I put 10 grand down on a $300K house, and then I, you know, covered the mortgage. But basically now what I'm getting to is, aside from the capital part, I'm wondering, okay, I'm working on, you know, direct mail to storage. I'm working on multifamily, higher level stuff. I'm wondering, at what point should I like get super narrow on what I'm doing for the next 20 years? Like, okay, I need to work on just multifamily. Like, you looking back, reflecting, do you think it would have been better?
How old are you?
29.
All right, you're 29. You're full of fucking energy. You got the fucking hunger. You're a fucking, you know, a monster right now. I feel
I'm Jewish and Italian. What can you expect?
Well, there you go. So the point is this: do whatever the hell's gonna make you money. You're a smart guy. If you think that deal's worth your time, you're gonna make a nice chunk of change on it, or it's gonna help you get ahead in life, then do it. You know how to pick and choose.
But I'm saying I can find the deal. Where do I find those private investors?
Well,
that bridge to the bank.
Who you been borrowing money? You can borrow money at 8% right now from a guy.
Well, I got another guy who gave me, you know, the money for the down payment. But the problem is, like, I need more of those to keep scaling at a level that I want to get to. Like, listen, I'm trying to get to, like,
you take the 200 grand you got and work the shit out of it. That's what you need to do. Buy up as much shit and as many deals as you can with that 200 grand. That's what you got to do. I'm telling you what I would do if I was in your shoes. I got 200 fucking grand. What's the next fucking deal I can make some money on? And if you know, and if you got people loaning you money, then do it. Take the money at 8%, and then work your way up until you can start borrowing it a couple of points less from a bank.
What about storage?
You're not going to the bar and borrowing it from Louis. Shit.
Storage, yes or no?
It's all supply and demand. Is there a demand? Can you keep the fucking storage place full? That's all that matters.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, I'm thinking, like, do I need to go straight to multifamily for the next 20 years? Like, what would you do?
Listen, you can't pick and choose what you want to do. All right, I'm sorry. I can't, so I know you can't. All right, you got to whatever the fuck you can find that's going to make you some money, and you know that you're going to make money on it, and you know you can handle a deal. That's what you got to do. Okay? I look at all kinds of shit every goddamn day. You know, it's what you got to do and sniff out that deal and make it happen.
Yeah, hey, and your buddy Rafal, he's texting back, so he's up on the Polak. Because honestly, my siding guy, my roofing guy, they're all Polish. They're so good with texting back. Everyone else, they never answer.
Well, listen, because they're Polish. I keep telling you. I'm converting him to American.
I just did a direct mail.
You got to convert them to being American, meaning a fucking text.
I just did a direct mail campaign for storage. I'm going to send that to Rafal. Rafal, text me back and send it to Ben.
Wait a minute. Maybe they don't read English. You ever think of that? That's in Polish, and I bet you they'll fucking answer. How much you want to bet?
Yeah, that's right.
An app that'll do it for you.
I got to get the Google Translate.
Yeah, Google Translate it.
And buy him a sausage once in a while for lunch.
Crab cakes.
You know? Right. Now he's eating crab cakes.
You're right.
Big shot of American.
All right, I'll take you to the advice. I'm going to level up, just hustle, put my head down for the next few years, and then I'll check back in with you.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, shout out. I'm Dismembered. Thank you for the 199. Where to start with 125K settlement at 18 years old?
$125,000 depends where you live and what opportunities are available around you. But if you're 18 years old, you better just park that fucking money in the bank right now and figure it out. Don't be in a rush and don't let nobody bullshit you. I mean, right now, all right, you got 125 grand. That's a great start, but you got to keep going. You know, I hope you graduate high school. You need to find out what you're going to do with your life. You know, what are you going to have as a career that's going to pay your goddamn roof over your head and the money you need to live. That's the most important thing right now. What are you going to do with the rest of your life? You're 18 years old. You got $1.25 in a bank cash. You're way the fuck ahead of a lot of 18-year-olds. What are you going to do next? Don't do nothing stupid. Keep the money parked and just work on improving yourself. If that money can help you improve yourself and invest in education, then that would be a smart thing if that's the route you want to go. You know, but just park the money and get a plan for your life. Because it's going to go by quick. Before you know it, you're going to be fucking 56 like me, and your life is 3/4 over. And you don't want to be going broke the whole fucking life you lived. All right. What else we got?
All right. Shout out Matt Miller. Ben, you should buy AMD for the long term instead of trying to trade it. Holding it for a year.
I made
or more.
some money. I'm done with AMD. All right. I need a fucking down day. That's what I need. It's a shame I got to wait for things to be bad to make things good. So, you know, AMD, I had my little fun with it. I made some good money on it, and I'll wait till it dips down below 100 again. Right now, it's sitting at 100. I like it in the 80s. All right. What else?
All right. Don't appreciate
Biden ain't been fucking up. Biden, you need to fuck up some more. All right. If Biden would do some more fuck ups, then the stock market will go down and Ben can make some money. Don't wait for Biden to make another fucking stupid move.
All right. Shout out Dope Tongue. Thank you for the $9.99. Tacos and tequila. And ladies, make the business. El Jefe Taqueria.
Viva la Mexico.
All right. Shout out Paul.
I say it a lot, believe me. What?
Shout out Paul. Thank you for the $5. Hey Ben, make more content featuring your home and what it takes to maintain it. We need a video.
The home and the maintenance of a mansion. I'll do a maintenance on the mansion show. This is our day. Today's the day. Here we are at the mansion, and we're doing maintenance. Well, number one, all the fucking hinges are corroded from the goddamn being on the ocean here, and it's destroying the fucking folding fancy door they put in. And if I told you how much they wanted for fucking parts for that thing, you'd knock your socks off. It's called, what the hell? It's called a nano door, like back from that show, Nanu Nanu. Anyway, it's a lot of maintenance shit here. Don't depress me. I don't want to think about it, but I'm doing it. I got Matt on top of everything. What else we got?
We got a caller.
That looks like Neil.
What's happening, Ben?
How are you? How are you?
Good, good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Not much. How come you're not smoking, man? You got to light one up.
I got it right here. I just had one, and my wife's timing me.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
I got a quick question for you. I talked to you guys earlier couple months back about a HELOC on my house out here in Phoenix. I went ahead and tried to get a HELOC on the house, but I didn't get approved just because I'm self-employed. I run a business. I own an auto dealership. and I just couldn't get approved for that. So now I'm thinking about selling the house. I can probably walk away with about $400,000 in my pocket, and maybe buy a couple houses for myself and rent a couple of them out, and use the rest of the money in the business. What do you think about that idea?
I mean, if you got the HELOC, would you still be able to go out and do shit, right? You take that money. I mean, you know, I don't understand. The problem is you're self-employed. Did you show them tax returns? You show them, you know, what they wanted. Why wouldn't they give you? The banks always tell you why they're not going to give you the money. Why didn't they give you the money? Tell us the truth.
Because I've only been in business for about 2 years professionally.
And a local bank wouldn't, you had tax returns to prove you had money making coming in?
Yeah, the first year was kind of rough, but the second year.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They want to see a history of knowing if they loan you money, you can afford to pay them back. So, you know, you need to build the business up to probably a 3-year history before a bank's going to take you serious on a loan and show them good tax returns. But, you know, so, I mean, if you want to sell it, I mean, how much is the house worth?
The house is worth about, I want to say 400 to 450-ish.
And how much do you pay for it?
I paid 93 for it.
And you don't owe anything?
I owe 50 on it, 59 or 58.
All right. So you got 400 grand, like you said, tied up in a house. What are you going to do with the 400 grand if you sold the house tomorrow and you and your suitcase walk away with a $400,000 check? Where are you going to go? You got to have a place to live, number one. How much is that going to cost you?
I would probably take, I don't know, 60,000, throw it down on a down payment on a house for myself, and then use a little bit of the money for the business.
So you think you can get a first mortgage? They're going to give you a first mortgage, the bank?
I don't know. That's what I'm kind of concerned about, because
that's why you need to worry. You need to find that out now.
Okay.
Have you ever got? I mean, you know what you could do. I'm just telling you things that pop in my head. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but you might want to go to a bank. If you got good credit, right?
Decent credit, yeah.
All right. Well, you might want to go to a bank and tell them you want to improve your business and see if you get anything out of the SBA. It may be a long process, but I've seen shit happen with SBA. I've sold hotels to people that bought them with SBA loans. I've sold retail property to doctors that wanted to start a new practice and they got a loan for the fucking SBA. I mean, I don't know, but you might want to look into that angle and then go see what you qualify for, so you'll know what you can do. If you sell a house, now you know, oh yeah, I got a bank lined up. It's going to give me a loan on a house. How much are you going to pay for that house?
Probably about 400,000.
400. This time you're going to get a loan on it for most of it. The whole key to your life right now is getting qualified for the next house to live in. But, you know, and then take that rest of them 400 grand and try to spread it around to better deals, fix up your business, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan. So you think it's a good idea?
Everything's a good idea. I mean, but if you can part with the house, you made a lot of money on the house. You know the beauty of it is you've been in that house how long?
About 11 years. I bought it when I was 19.
Free. It's tax. The 400 grand is tax fucking free.
Hell yeah.
So, you know, I mean, are you married? Wait a minute. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Oh shit. You only get credit for the first 250. You still got to pay some tax on the difference. No, hurry up and marry. I married my wife, right? I married her right before I filed my tax return, and she was worth 250 grand on the sale of my house, tax deduction.
Dude, I don't have a wife.
That was like my dowry for marrying her.
Yeah.
All right, well, go get pre-qualified to make sure that you can go get another house with very little, without putting a lot of money down. You know, they might make you put down 20%. That's your problem you're going to have. They might make, because your business hasn't been around that long. 20% of 400,000, you can need 80 grand, not 60 grand.
Yeah, close
but
enough.
You still have 320. You still have 320 tax free to play with. So there you go.
Cool. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man.
Oh shit, where's he from? I need my car fixed.
I don't know.
All right, what else we got? Aaron?
Shout out Daniel Gray. Hey Ben, love the videos. You need to get into storage facilities. It's very low overhead. Also, did you drive Ben Jr.'s Corvette?
All right. No, I haven't driven his Corvette. In fact, we had to go for an appointment to meet our accountant the other day.
Oh.
And he said, I don't think you want to ride in the Corvette.
You know what? Lil Ben called me.
It's a little too crowded.
He called me and he said, you need to be 15 to do the track. And I'm over 15.
Very good.
So
there
I can
you
do
go.
it.
You can go with him. So you guys can go out there. Little Ben went out and he didn't use his. He went and used a place that taught him how to drive his Corvette around the track. Luckily, it wasn't his because you'll destroy a regular car around the track. The brakes, we figure you wipe your brakes out immediately. Anyway, long story short, that's good. He'll take you with him. Then they'll both be out of my hair that day. Take Vincent too, please. All three of you go there. All right. It's like when they were kids, they go to the go-karts. Now they're big shots. Oh, we're going to Sebring Racetrack and we're going to rent freaking supercars and drive around the track. Okay, that's great. I wish I could have done that shit, but now I'm too fat and too old. But
you could still do it. We could do it we could get you a rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my rolls on the track. Yeah, fuck up my rolls. Nice.
That's a joke. Anyways,
all right, what else we got?
Shout out Jovi. Shout out the cigar promoters. In what would you invest 5,000 in?
5,000.
I bet he's talking about stocks.
I don't know. 5,000.
The
only thing you invest 5,000 is you can maybe get $100,000 deal with an FHA loan. I don't know what else you can do. All right, 5,000. You can put it on the street. Maybe make 10 out of it, but you better get somebody that's going to go collect for you. Anyway, I don't know. $5,000. Come back when you got at least 15.
There you go. All right, shout out Carlos. What's going on, Ben? I make $30,000 a year. Is wholesaling a good option to start in real estate? I'm also trying to broker construction at the same time.
Broker construction? That's the second time I heard
this.
I
heard that the last podcast.
Didn't we have a
broker
talk?
Construction?
All right. So anyway, I mean, basically, you're making $30,000 a year, and then what about the wholesaling? Is wholesaling good? I mean, I've never wholesaled. Have I flipped a property? Shit, I flipped property on a fucking county courthouse steps in San Francisco. I owned the property for 5 minutes. But wholesaling can be profitable if you try it. If it works out, the most important thing is you got to get with somebody that's making money at it. All right? So if you know somebody that's making money at wholesaling, then get with them and learn the ropes and see if you can make money at it. Don't give up your day job until you can afford to. But try it, you might like it, or get your real estate license. You might make just as much selling one house a month or 2 houses a month than you are wholesaling. I'm also trying to broker and construction.
What is broker construction?
That means you're the middle guy. You know a guy that has a big job, and then you know the contractor, and you make the marriage, and you get a fee. That's what I think it means. A broker in a construction job, and the guy, you get the job for the guy, and he gives you a percentage of the job because you got him the job. That's what I think it is. But do it. Anything you can make money on in life, if you're sure it's worth your time and it's making you money legally, then do it. What else?
Shout out Zachary. Thank you for the $20. Ben, what do you think a 5-unit in Madeira Beach is worth that generates $5,200 a month? It is a 4-plex with the SFR on one lot. 0.3 walk to public beach access, 1 mile to Johns Pass. Taxes are about $6,500. What do you think?
I think I know that deal, honestly, because Madeira Beach is right in our neighborhood here. I own fucking Johns Pass.
5 minutes down the road.
I think I've seen that on the market.
The
problem with Madeira Beach is this, okay? It's a beach town, all right? The only way you're going to make money on that deal, because I'm sure they want some stupid price, the only way you're going to make money, if it's only making how much a month? $5,200 on how many units? 5 units. That ain't shit. Okay, now from Madeira Beach, it must be tiny places or something. I don't know. Maybe they share a bathroom. The point is this: you want to make money in a beach town, you got to go into the Airbnb shit. That's if and hopefully that'll make you more money because you got expenses. Right now, you ain't got no expenses, but you ain't making no money based on the price that they want. I bet. I mean, if it's $520 a month, I wouldn't want to pay more than $500,000 to the place, and that depends on the damn loan you're going to get, how much your interest is going to be. But do the numbers. If it can be converted to short-term stay, you might make some big money on it. I don't know. If short-term stay, you rent it out even at $100 a night. That every room has the potential of making $3,000 a month. If you get $100 a night, which I know I'm getting more than that at Johns Pass. Look into the seasonal type shit. Then you get a break part of the year and you make a lot of money another part of the year. It's a different type of business. But Madeira Beach, that's what everybody's doing with their rental units.
All right, shout out Jovi. Thank you for the $10. Ben, what do you think about the Columbus, Ohio area and me waiting for the housing market to crash to get a good deal, multifamily? Or do you know of a better area to invest?
Go where you know. I don't know Columbus, Ohio, but I do know that prices are cheaper in Ohio because the rents are cheaper. All right? If you got the balls, go into a tough neighborhood, buy some shit like I did, and fix it up and rent it through the housing authority on Section 8. So you're going to get your rent money. I mean, that's if you're starting, that's the only place I can see you making any money these days. Otherwise, everything's overpriced, but I don't know any other areas to go. Everywhere I see a multifamily is overpriced. Okay. So I'm not playing in the game. Sometimes you got to sit out of the game. The smart guy sits back and says, hey, I'm not playing with you guys. You guys are playing stupid. I don't want to be stupid. So I'm looking at retail and other opportunities and shit. But if I see a multifamily that makes sense, we'll buy it. I ask every day brokers, how much? What's the price target? How much you want per unit? I'm asking guys every fucking day, and they're all coming back with these stupid numbers, and I'm really wasting my time. Because you know what they all tell me? Listen, if it was a deal, I would have called you. So, but I got to do something. I got to keep looking. You never know when that little diamond in the rough is going to be there, baby. What else?
Shout out Matt. Where you at? Thank you for the $5. Hi, Ben. I'm studying from my Pennsylvania realty license, now trying to get my feet wet. Do you think Pennsylvania could be viable for residential investing?
Everywhere is viable for residential investing because everywhere people live. You just got to find the places that are growing. And if you get your real estate license, let me tell you, the most important thing
to make money
is get with somebody that's making money in it already. Latch on to them, ride their coattail, and learn the business and get around people making money. I'm telling you, you're only going to grow in life if you're starting out. If you surround yourself, you may have to kiss a little ass. It ain't going to kill you. I used to collect. Let me tell you something. I'd call Mark up, my ex-partner, when I was in my early 20s. I said, listen, the guy ain't got no fucking rent to pay. He's out of work, blah, 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 but he's willing to give us his motorcycle. I would take the fucking motorcycle for rent and take it all the way up to Mark's house, the big rich house he lived in. I was a poor little guy living in a fucking hood. And, you do what you got to do. And eventually you'll become that guy. That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
And wear a nice suit if you get your license. You go to a broker's office. And go to the best office in town. The guy that, that the office is high-end making money or busy making money.
All right, shout out Felipe. Thank you for the $49.99.
Ooh, Felipe, muchas gracias.
Are you
Felipe? Could be French. Could be Philippe. Philippe, Frenchy.
All right, are you guys putting CPI adjustments in most of your leases with your commercial retail tenants? I have been doing it in the past.
Sounds regular.
In the past, let's see. Wait. I've been doing it in the past decade, but was surprised many brokers don't even understand this concept very well and not pushing it into the new leases.
Okay. Well, it's all about the leases. And for everybody, you should know, CPI means cost price index. Is that what it means?
Sounds about right.
Somebody look it up. Look it up. I hate giving out bad information. But it means how much, I guess, things went up that year, and you can adjust your leases. But when it comes to retail property, everything is in the lease. Some leases have it, some leases don't. Some leases tell you this, some leases tell you that. The leases will blow your mind. You got to read every word of those goddamn retail leases.
It means consumer price index.
What did I say?
I don't even know. You said something price index.
See, I had 2 out of 3 right. All right, consumer price index. If the lease says you can do it, then do it. But if the tenant starts crying, then you might want to reconsider. Maybe only doing half. I don't know. Every situation is different. It all depends on the tenant. The tenant might say, okay, the lease says you can raise me by CPI, then raise me by CPI. But you can only do what the lease tells you to do. That's the law of between you and him. All right, very good. New leases, always put shit in new leases and try to get them to swallow it. If they don't swallow it, then you negotiate. Then you swallow a little, they swallow a little, and everybody's full.
All right, shout out Gruber. Ben, do you have anyone trading any funds for you?
Trading funds. Man, I got all kinds of stupid funds. They all piss me off. Hey, at least I called my option guy today. I actually thought I was $1 million down in that account. And I found out today I'm only like 80-something thousand down. So I feel okay about that. And that's just breaking even. Forget about the year and a half he's been fucking around with the account. But, hey, at least I'm not losing my shirt in this lousy market. And but at one time he had the account way above like $1 million plus. Well, all my accounts were, and then I just sat there and did nothing like a schmuck, and then the world went to hell, and I lost all that money. But and then, whatever. It's a fucking roller coaster ride.
That's for sure. All right, shout out Jeffrey. Where can I get my consult with Vincent?
You can get a consult with Vincent anytime you want. Go to benmallah.com/consult with
You know,
Ben.
why don't we just
But
put
instead
all
of
of our
consult with
things
Ben,
on
you
there?
consult with Vincent. Rafal will get him on the phone, and he'll be happy to talk to you anytime you want.
Maybe somebody wants to talk to me. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, the only person who wants to talk to you is that guy. What's his face? T-Top, OG
Who?
or whatever the fuck his name is.
Uh,
Can't say his name. Top
let's see.
G. You're a top G. All right, what do you got?
Shout out Too Short. Thank you for
Too
$4.99.
short.
Ben, have happy on the podcast. Would love to hear him would love to hear his insights.
You know, Happy already works 20 hours a day. I don't know if I can drag him all the way down to Fort Lauderdale. I mean, I'll try, but
He's even saying just put him on a podcast.
Oh yeah, Happy on a podcast? Yeah, that'd be good. But Happy's not, I gotta be nice when I'm around Happy, Happy's a professional person, all that cursing and yelling and screaming and shit. That don't work with Happy. Happy's on a friggin' Happy taught college. He was a professor at Brenda's school teaching and working in the hotel business. And you can't, anyway, I gotta be careful around Happy, because he's respectable and intelligent. All right, what else?
Shout out Anthony Bruno. Thank you for the $100. Appreciate
Happy
it.
make us lots of money. What?
Shout out Anthony Bruno. Thank you for the $100.
100 big ones, baby. The Polacks eating sausage tonight.
He said, love your channel. Ben gives great advice. We are very lucky.
That's really your brother you told me that your roommate's with, right? Is that your brother? You don't look alike. No, I don't want
Talking to Rafal.
Let me not pick on the Polak tonight. I don't want to piss him off. So what we got, we go down to Key West. 2 full blocks with equipment was set up with tons of trucks for Vince Vaughn making a movie. Unfucking believable. They closed down the whole fucking town for them. And all I got is a dumb Polak. He ain't that dumb. He's just dumb Americanish. He's smart, but, we're working on it. What else?
Shout out Dindile. Hey Ben, I make $30K a year and I have $150K in cash. How to invest in multifamily? How can I get a loan not based on how much I make? I live in New York. Thinking to start in New Jersey.
I mean, with the proper amount down, what does that mean? What does that mean? I hear dun 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 dun. Did you hear it? Yeah. All right, then
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's just dun 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 dun. Anyway, listen, you're gonna have to basically, number one, the property you find is gonna have an income. It's gonna help you qualify for that loan. It's all based on the property, really. They just want to make sure that they can trust you to run the property and pay them. They know the property should make you money, and they're going to have the property as their collateral, but they want to make sure the guy in charge of the property has got some kind of financial, is not a big risk. So I don't know if you're living in a place or not. My honest advice to you is you need to try to get an FHA loan if you can find anything with that salary. I mean, otherwise you're probably not. All right. So at 30 grand a year. But what you could do is you can start talking to local banks and you can say, okay, you might have to start with more than 25% down. You might have to give up 30 or 35% so that the bank has less risk. And then as you have a history of paying, then the next bank or the next loan, they may not charge you the same 35 down. It'll go down to 30 and then it'll go down to 20, when you make it. So you're just going to have to take a big chunk of that 150 grand and put it down on something to qualify for a loan. So the bank won't have a lot of risk. They'll feel comfortable that they only loaned you 50 cents on the dollar. That's my opinion. You got to get out there and try to get a loan. Find a broker that can help you. I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to find a cheap property where you can put that 150 to work.
Do you know we only need 5,000 more people to subscribe to hit 500K?
All right. I need 5,000 people and we'll hit the 500,000 mark.
5,000.
Well, I'm hoping, but sometimes in life you come very close, but you never make it. That's life. Maybe we'll never make 500,000, I guess.
That's why everybody needs to subscribe.
If you don't make 500,000, then you're really nobody. All right. So,
all right, Ben, we got a caller.
All right, we have a caller. How are you?
What's up, Ben? How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So today was a big moment for me. I closed on my first commercial investment property. I bought an O'Reilly's Auto Parts, absolute triple net. And here's the thing. It's the lowest rent O'Reilly's in the nation. As we all know, the value is based off of the rent. And they're paying $6,700 a year.
What?
A year. I know. 6,400 square feet, built in 2004, and they're paying $560 a month. Insane deal. They have 8 years left in their lease. Once their option ends,
How did they rent the place so cheap? You know, I mean, it's
basically it's in a smaller town in Arkansas, and the owner just operated his auto parts store there. Didn't really know anything about leasing, and kind of just signed this sweetheart deal with them. So I ended up buying it for $105,000.
When's the lease up?
They have 2 years left in their firm term, and then a 1 5-year option remaining.
What happens when they exercise that option? What are the terms of the new lease?
It bumps up 10% in 2 years. But then after that option, they have 8 years left. I'm good.
So you bought the property knowing you're going to wait out the 8 years, right?
And basically the market is, so the McDonald's up the street is paying $100,000. The Taco Bell's paying $110,000. The Sonic's is paying $90,000. And I have the same acreage as them. So the goal is in 8 years, I'm going to bump them up to hopefully $50,000, maybe $36,000. Give them.
In 8 years, you throw their ass out if they don't want to pay you. How much? How much is shit? You talk about the property you can get.
Oh, the market rents.
They don't want to pay market rents. You tell them to go fuck themselves, and you put somebody else.
Well, get this. Even half of market rents, $50,000 at a 5 cap. That's a 20 multiplier.
Let me tell you something. Always go market. Whatever the fucking neighbor's doing, you do.
Yeah.
All right. Don't. I'm telling you now. You know, because you could be leaving millions of dollars on the table. There's a big difference between getting. You said McDonald's is paying how much a year?
$100,000 a year, based off of the sale comparable from last month.
All right, so they're paying $100 a year. Okay, $100 a year is worth probably about $2 million in a McDonald's, easily, maybe more.
Yeah, 3.5 cap on a McDonald's.
All right, so now it's worth. Yeah. So now it's worth $2.5 million.
Yeah.
So if you rent your place out for less than the market, you're only going to be worth.
Oh yeah, well that's why I bought it for
anyway,
100. I bought it for 105 grand.
Call me back in 8 years and let me know what happens. All right.
Wait, real quick. You know, you met my cousin Cade Kern. He's the one that sold you the Home Depot. He was in one of your videos. Do you remember that?
Cade, how can you forget Cade Kern? He's like 7 feet tall. And he wears no socks. He's Mr. New York. He looks like he's out of a fucking GQ magazine. And
that's my cousin. He was on my team before he went to New York with the Konofsky team. So
you lost a good player because he's very good. He's very aggressive.
He's an amazing guy.
Listen to this. Right now, he has the listing to sell my BJs. Anybody out there wants a good deal on a BJs? But, you know, we're playing with the cap rate a little, but there ain't much room.
You have your BJs with Cade right now?
What?
You have your BJs listed with Cade?
Hell yeah.
How about let's call up Cade right now. Let's get a powwow going on. Come on, Lil.
Yeah. All right, call me tomorrow. We'll do a conference call.
All right, man.
You got a buyer? You got a fucking buyer? How much? Give me a
how about this? I got your exchange lined up already, off market, and I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
Let me tell you this seriously. All right, I'm not bullshitting. If you know Cade Kern,
he's my cousin. He's my cousin.
Well, not all cousins are good, you know. Some bad cousins. You could be the bad cousin you ran away from. I don't know, but anyway, you need to leave your number. We got his number because tomorrow we're closing me and Ben Jr. together, the biggest deal of my career. And I need a 1031 now.
Well, I got the best 1031 exchanges for you for that deal.
I'm calling you tomorrow. What state are you in?
Save his number.
Newport Beach, California. We talked before on the phone.
3 hours earlier. Okay, fine. Well, don't expect a call from me till my time is 9 is yours. 12 is
I'll get Cade on the line and we'll have a little powwow.
Do me a favor. You call Cade Kern, right?
Yeah.
And tomorrow you get Cade on the phone. He's got my number, and you do a conference call with me. All right?
Okay.
I'll be waiting for your call. All right?
You'll be hearing from me. Don't forget.
But not in California. The fucking taxes are too high there.
Hey, well, that's why you just established residency.
All right. I'll listen to any deal. Listen, I'm desperate. I need big deals right now.
Well, I got a deal in Vegas, a Kohl's right now, off market. Unbelievable deal. 6.5 cap at the Galleria Sunset Mall. I got it on the market. I mean, it'll be perfect for you.
All right. Call me tomorrow. Let's talk making some money.
Let's do it.
All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you. He does look like Cade now that I think about it, yes. Or he looks like another breed. All these real estate agents look the same. They either have a beard or they don't have a beard. But they all look the same. They're all these preppy guys and dressed in nice clothes with no socks and shoes.
Flamboyant suits.
But they know this shit. Let me tell you, these guys make money. These guys are fucking hustlers. This guy he's talking about sold me fucking Home Depots. You know how much a Home Depot costs? Like fucking, I don't know, 15, 20 million bucks or something. Anyway, But I've had guys tell me, other stuff too that were a little poor, a little schmirky. I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. If you got a goddamn deal, I'll talk to you. I don't care who you are, what you are, where you're from. I'll listen to a fucking bum on the street if he knows something about a goddamn deal. And believe me, I've talked to some. What else?
Do you want to talk a little bit more about
what?
Your big deal?
No, it ain't closed. You'll fucking jinx it.
You're right.
Don't never talk about a deal until you close
smart,
it. I shouldn't even talk to him, but I want to make sure he calls me tomorrow.
Got it.
We're going to do a video on that.
Oh, okay. All right. Shout out Joseph. I have a deal going to auction for $70K in taxes. She will let us close before auction, but she wants a 12-month option to purchase. I want a 50 grand VIG if she buys it back. Any idea how to structure it?
Holy shit, man. That's
a lot of
like
info.
really, I mean, you definitely need structure. I'll tell you that, because you want to make sure you don't get screwed. And let's see, you got a house that's going for a tax auction, $70K. And she'll let you close on it. Are you sure you're going to be able to be the winner for the taxes, or is she just going to turn it over to you? I don't know. This is something we got to sit down and think about. I can't just throw you some bullshit, and I understand you want to make 50 grand if she does buy it from you, but if she can't pay her fucking taxes, how the hell is she going to buy it from you? You need to get on consult with Ben. You need to get me on the phone. Let's start from A and go all the way to fucking Z with it. All right. All right. Thanks for the whatever.
All right.
Super
Shout out Ryan. Thank you for the $5. Hey Ben, what do you think about condo tells?
Condoms? What?
No, condo tells, like condo/hotels for year-round vacation. About 300 grand asking price. Rents are about 200 to 300 a night. Waikiki.
It's
Beach?
all about location, okay? And then if you're talking about staying in that condo hotel, you better find out there's a limit on how long you can stay there in condo hotels, because they want to rent your goddamn room out and make money off of you. So there's a lot of moving parts to that. You got to read all the rules involved. How long can I stay there? What's their monthly cut? Have they been renting other people's units out in the same place? It's all about supply and demand. You better make sure. I mean, I know people right now, they tell me they own some of these condo hotels at the Sand Pearl and Clearwater Beach, and they're making like 10% on their money. So if the condo cost them $1 million, they're making 100 grand a year off it. They're doing good. But if you go to the wrong condo hotel, you can get screwed. I've seen it at Daytona Beach. They went totally belly up. I almost bought some of it, the whole damn building, because all the owners lost their shirt because they didn't run the hotel right. So it's all about, what you're buying. If you want to talk in detail, call me on the side. We'll do a consult. Or come to the show. You can sit down with me in the room privately, me and you, and talk about your deal on September 9th, 10th. No, not the 10th. 9th, I'll do them on Friday. I'll do the show on 10th on Saturday. And then in September 11th, I have time to do them then. Or get me on the phone. You ain't got to meet me there. I don't care.
That's the Sheridan Suites in Fort Lauderdale on Cypress, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Paul, you'll be there. You got questions about multifamily. You got questions about retail. He learned a shitload of retail. He just took a crash course in retail. You know how? He had to do it. That's the best way to learn. We didn't teach him shit. We just said, hey, by the way, we own all these fucking shopping centers here, and go manage them. And then next thing you know, he started digging in deep and talking to tenants. Now he's talking to corporate tenants and fixing roads and putting roofs on and doing all kinds of shit, negotiating leases.
I can hear now.
He can hear.
It's a long guy. I drove him one day, and it was
when I met him.
No joke.
20 years ago.
For
those of you who know me or don't know me,
he begged me for a job. Begged.
Been with him for 20 years. So
Ben, can I make you some coffee? Ben, can I tell you this? Ben, you need me to do anything for you? And then, but unfortunately, he worked for a guy that was a total lunatic that used to throw hammers at him. He was nuts, but he was a great carpenter. That guy could build anything. But anyway, he was on the side of a mountain. And I'm not kidding. The side of the mountain, I'm building a big wooden deck with this guy, Mark. He hired him to come in the mountain and dig holes so he could put posts in.
I was younger then.
We're talking about, you couldn't even fucking stand at the top of the mountain right now. I mean, you got a mountain in the fucking front. You didn't have that big-ass mountain in front of you when I met you.
It's a good thing I got brains.
Yeah, he did, because well, let me tell you honestly, what I did was I used them, because I had all these.
I feel so cheap now.
I had some of the roughest properties you can imagine. And you know what? Paulie was my answer to not having to go to them anymore. Go over to 8701 Hillside and get the rents out of the safe, and then go around, find out what the fuck the problem is over there and fix it. So I made him me, and then that was able to make me do other shit. So that's the story.
Hey, but all side kidding around though. You come down to this event on September 10th and 11th. You want to learn something? We can teach you some good stuff. Some
How many
good
drinks
moves.
have you given him, Carla? Okay,
A lot.
every time you come over here, Carla says, "Hey, you want a cocktail?" Next thing you know, they're fucking.
I could plead the fifth, but I got to tell you, I've been drinking for the last 4 hours, and I'm feeling pretty damn good.
All right, now go in that chair and go take a
good.
nap. What else we got? We're not going to sit here all night.
All right. Let's bang through the super chat. So, shout out Connor.
Thank you.
Shout out Jovi again. Appreciate another donation. Ben, please make more videos with Vincent and the hotel. I've learned so much about the business from that video.
I got to
Please do
stop
more
screaming
hotel
and
videos.
yelling, so it's best I don't do a lot of stuff with Vincent. But no, Vincent's got his shit going on, and we're getting ready to get busy in Fort Lauderdale. What else?
Shout out Christian. Thank you for the $9.99. Hey, Ben, enjoying the channel. Where do you see the real estate market? I'm seeing a lack of cash flow in many areas. Investing doesn't make a lot of sense right now. Do you see a correction?
It all depends where you live and what's going on around you. I mean, if you don't see shit happening, then sit on the sidelines. I mean, I think that a lot of people are sitting out there with real estate overpriced. The numbers don't make sense because interest rates have gone up, and they're going to have to start coming down to reality. And the only way you're going to bring them down to reality is to start lowballing the shit out of them. If they ain't got no goddamn offer, better they get a lowball offer than nothing. So go out there and take this time in the market to try to get things cooking. All the guy can do is tell you no, but I will take this price. And who knows? Maybe you'll find a meeting point. Don't stop trying. All right, we got a tough guy up here. What's up?
Hey, Ben. My name's Josh. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you, Josh?
Good. I'm doing good. Hey, so I understand what you're saying about it. Depends on the area and different things. But in the West, we see the prices for real estate dropping, and I'm in the East here. I see it coming over the next 12 months. How do I invest in a property now if over the next 12 months I think the prices are going to drop?
That's the game, man. You got to buy it right. Hopefully you can buy it right to where but if you know shit's going to go down even more, you might want to wait a little while or start lowballing shit to where you think it's going to be 12 months. Try to be ahead of the goddamn market. Start lowballing shit. What are they going to do? Tell you no? Big deal.
Right.
Who knows? And really, it depends on the type of property you're buying. Because if you're buying a property for cash flow and you fix your interest rate, it doesn't matter what the fuck it's worth in a year. As long as you sleep at night knowing every month the rent's going to be this, you got to pay the bank that, nothing else changes. Your taxes, your insurance, it's all the same shit every month. You already know your cash flow. The market's going to go up and down. Who the fuck cares?
So you're saying long term, just go in.
I mean, if you're going long term for the cash flow, don't worry about the fucking market. It's all about how much return you're going to get on your investment. That's the only thing that matters. Now, hopefully, the market will appreciate and you'll eventually be able to pull your money out and have nothing invested. My goal in every deal that I do in real estate is to eventually have no money of my own in it. I want cash flow riding on the bank's money. And I take my money and I keep putting it to work in other deals. And you just keep recycling all the fucking money. That's the way I play it.
Do you see rents going down, though, too?
It depends. You can go to a neighborhood that's growing where rents are going to go up. Maybe they build an Amazon somewhere. Maybe a big housing development goes up. I mean, if you want to, you got to follow, rents could come down where they're inflated. I mean, it's a crazy market we're in, but it's all about location and what's going on in that spot.
Right.
Real estate is controlled by the location, how it performs.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks for the call. I appreciate it, Josh.
Yep.
I was going to name you Josh. Josh Mallah.
Josh?
Josh. It's a cool
Weird
name.
name.
Josh, cool name.
He's just joshing with you. Is that my drink, Carla?
Paulie always wanted to be a comedian.
I'm going to get.
Thank God he
I'm
found
going to
me.
get my cocktail. So excuse me,
get your
all,
cocktail.
and thank you very
Carla,
much.
don't get him fucked up. He's got to close a big deal tomorrow for
Tomorrow,
me.
yeah, we're
Don't
closing
worry, I
4
got
big
him on
deals.
Shut up.
tomorrow.
Don't
Shut
tell
up.
everybody my business.
September 10th
Don't
and
jinx
September
it.
11th.
Oh, yeah, the show. Okay, tell me.
Please be there.
jinxed
Sheridan
my fucking
Suites,
deal.
Fort Lauderdale. We are going to have a big party.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna go
Paulie
get
and
my
Carla will be
cocktail.
sitting in a corner, sharing a bottle of tequila and lemonade.
All right.
Pass-
No,
half
we be
passed
making
out.
Shout out.
margaritas. That's what we're gonna do.
Margarita. All right, what else we got?
All right. Shout out Clean. Thank you for the $9.99.
Mr. Clean.
Hey, Ben, I hate you. LOL, I'm kidding. Any tips on finding a successful real estate investor in my area in LA that I can learn from? And what type of free value can I bring to them?
Listen, if you want to get in with real estate people, you got to show them you're serious about real estate. I mean, the best way to tell somebody that you're serious about being in real estate is to have a license. I mean, because the license can get you the foot in the door in management, it get your foot in the door in sales. Who knows? Maybe a developer will hire you to be his whipping boy until you learn the ropes. I mean, you got to have some credential to walk in the door. I mean, you know, I was different from me. I took a shitty job unplugging toilets and picking up garbage when I started. That's how I got my starting, you know, in the business. But if you want to do it, you know, in a professional way, get a license, put on a nice fucking suit, and start going and approaching and interviewing people. There's plenty of jobs out there. They're asking for people. But get around people who are making money. That's what you got to do. Don't waste your time hanging around with losers, because we all know if you hang around with a loser, you can only become a loser. All right? So that's what you got to do. I'm sorry. That's the way it is in business. Now, if you want to hang out with losers when you ain't making money, that's on you.
All right. Shout out Sammy. I'm a private chef here in Gainesville, Florida. A 1099 contractor, but the bank will not spot me the loan because they want 2 years of 1099
Private
income.
chef. Did you say chef?
Yeah, chef.
I fired a lot of chefs. They will fatten me up. I am a private chef in Gainesville.
I just read it.
I know, but I don't remember what you said. A
All right.
1099 contract. I understand that part. They won't spot me the loan because they want 2 years of 1099 income. Of course. Would you loan money to somebody that can't prove that they've been making money for a couple of years? The banks, you know, I mean, it's all logical. You're going to have 2 years of showing them you got steady income. They can depend on you to pay them because you've been making money for the past 2 years. You know, you might go, I don't know, there might be some banks out there that charge a higher interest rate with 1 year. I think FHA may require 2 years, but you got to establish yourself. So that's what you got to do in the 2 year mark. But right now, you need to be lining up a deal and lining yourself up and making sure, you're doing everything you can to line yourself up. So when that 2 year mark hits, you get that goddamn loan, you make some money. So, I mean, that's all you can do. You got to prove to people that you're worthy of borrowing their money.
All right. Shout out Angel. Shout out.
And by the way, chef in Gainesville, that's a college town. Who those kids eat burgers and hot dogs? What the hell who's he cooking for? The teachers?
The rich ones.
Rich students in Gainesville? Maybe.
I'm sure there's definitely.
I don't think it's
some
a bunch of business to make off of rich college kids. Yeah, I'll have my chef come over and prepare my lunch today, mother.
All right. Shout out Haynes. Thank you for the 499 euros. Hi, Ben. I live in Europe and 200K to invest into real estate. Rents are low compared to the U.S. and prices to buy even higher. What are your thoughts?
I mean, Europe is a different world, okay? It's I don't know the market there. I don't understand the market. They loan you money for practically nothing in Europe. They do. I learned when I was there. I had guys come meet me to watch this a program. They met me in where were we? Switzerland, right?
Switzerland.
You know, and they told me, they said, yeah, they're making money. They're doing deals, but it's not easy. You know, it's very expensive in Europe. And maybe you can find a place in Europe that's not so expensive. I don't know, but you borrow money really cheap there, but then they inflate the shit out of the goddamn price of the real estate. So, you know, you own it something worth $1 million, and you're not really paying for it. So they have their own system. It's called socialism, and it doesn't work the same way it does in the U.S. And I don't know. It's very hard to get ahead in Europe. You're going to have to find some kind of fixer-upper, I guess, something you can put some sweat into and make it worth more money. But take the 200 grand. The first thing is go find out how much the bank will loan you. You know, it's all about, you know, you can't 200 grand in Europe ain't worth shit. You have to go out there and find, you know, what bank's going to loan you some money. You know, and that's the first step. And then you know how much money you got to spend, and you try to find a deal for that value.
All right, shout out Aaron. Mr. Mallah.
Travel's coming back. European travel's coming back. Get ready. The COVID shit's over, so you can make money in the travel industry in Europe. You say something, Aaron?
Ready? All right, shout out Aaron. We got the same name. Mr. Mallah, family, and friends. I'm sending you all success from a 21-year-old in Ireland.
Trying
to discover
Mr. Hannigan, thank you very much.
Trying to discover my ultimate side hustle.
Your ultimate side hustle in Ireland would be
I have no idea.
Invest in sheep. Okay, you know, they got plenty of sheep. You got plenty of mountains.
Land.
Be a sheep herder and lamb. I think lamb comes from Ireland, or is that New Zealand?
I said land.
I don't know. Beer. Only thing I know about Ireland is potatoes, beer, and sheep.
Golf course.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very big on golf. I know. All right. Very good.
All right. Shout out Jonathan. Thank you for the 499. Shout out Angel. Appreciate another donation. We are bound to run into each other every time I go to a place, you go a week later. Bimini, Marathon, Key West. I bought land in South Bimini, Bahamas. When are you going to invest in Bimini?
Bimini. Let me tell you something. I'm not investing in Bimini. It'll chew me up, man, and spit me out like a conch fritter. Okay? Bimini is a great place to go and visit. And we're going this weekend. Anybody want to meet us in Bimini? We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Okay? So it's 2.5 hours in the boat if Aaron doesn't screw up and change directions. And he's got automatic pilot, so it ain't that hard.
As long as the Coast Guard doesn't stop me, I'm good.
Coast Guard ain't gonna stop it. I was so proud. I was actually proud. We were in Miami going down the river. We went to Social or something.
Yep.
That place, what do they call it?
Social Republic.
No, the restaurant.
Sorry.
Anyway, Social something.
American Social.
American Social. We put our boat up in front. We docked for lunch, and the Coast Guard goes by, and this is the guy everybody's afraid of. People. The worst thing in the world you want to mess with is the Coast Guard in Miami, because those guys are like the real hardcore Coast Guard, because they're the ones working their ass off with all the problems in Cuba and the drugs and all that shit. And the guy opens his window up, and and he goes, "Hey, I watch your videos." Oh man, that's great. I gotta get his name. But anyway, what we talk about, Bimini is a great place to visit, but I'm not investing there. The government's different. You got to know. You got to schmooze.
Gotta know people.
It's not me. It's like going back in New York. All right. What else?
Shout out TW. Thank you for the $9.99. Ben, I make $150K in big tech as a security engineer, and I've got $50K in the bank, 760 credit score, and 200 in equity in my home in Denver, Colorado. Bought it in 2018. Am I foolish for sitting out?
Listen, if you got the desire to take that 150 grand, and I mean, you make it out a year, you got 50 grand in the bank. There ain't much you can be able to do with 50 grand. I mean, you could try, not in Colorado. Colorado's expensive as hell place. I mean, I have an idea. You can steal it if you want. You go to Colorado, close your ears, Aaron, and you have what they call the 42 hotels. You know what that means, right? All right, very good. I don't know, 50 grand, it means you're going to limit yourself. If you already have a house, can you borrow any money against the house? Maybe you need to do that. Did you make any equity on it since 2018 and add to that 50 grand? That would be the first thing I would try to do. Otherwise, you only qualify what you qualify for. And if you already own a house, you're probably going to put 20% down. It's 200 grand on every million. 50 grand will get you $250,000. So you can find something for $250,000 you can make some money on. You put the 50 down, you borrow the 200 from the bank, and then you're cooking. If it's possible, I don't know. Maybe Colorado Springs. That's where that homicide detective show is from, where I watch. What else?
Shout out Grinder. Thank you for the $9.99. I'm 20 in New York, specifically in the Bronx. My dad has bought properties in a good time, 50 grand net a month. The market for the past 2 years has been trash for multifamily. Looking into triple nets now. Advice for starting.
I mean, New York is a very tough place, especially in the Bronx, man. York. So, I mean, if you can buy some, I don't know the market, but if you can buy some storefront there, you talk about how much money you got? 50 grand a month, you got $500,000, 600 grand coming in. So you got big money coming in. How much you got saved up in the bank? That's the question. You go find some retail. Retail's making a major comeback, small retail especially. All right. If you can find something with a drive-through, that's a home run. I mean, try to find some kind of retail place that's beat up, you can fix up, and rent it out. And there you go. Maybe you get lucky and you can find some kind of retail with an apartment on top. I don't think anybody else, maybe an old mom and pop or something like that, but you're in the toughest place in the world to do real estate, the Bronx. And then if you go outside the Bronx, you're in an even tougher neighborhood out in, what do you call it? Where Tarrytown, all that shit is. All right. What else?
Shout out Jonathan. Ben, I have a 1031 for you. $42 million.
I'll take it.
What's the cap, though?
Does that say 42?
Yeah, 42 million.
Anyway, get a hold of Rafal. Give me your number, and I'll call you. And you better not be wasting my goddamn time. Don't tease me with those big-ass numbers and you ain't producing. And it better be a deal that makes sense. Okay? Because we all know if it makes sense, it makes
dollars.
Oh, he learned something today. What else we got?
Let's see. Shout out Young Jimmy. Thank you for the $10. Collab with other YouTubers for growth. Your content doesn't get the numbers and
Let me tell
recognition.
you. You want to talk about YouTubers? I'm sorry.
Your content doesn't get the numbers and recognition it deserves.
So
Aaron needs to set up and facilitate the collabs for growth. Content swap with your buddy Danny Duncan.
I can't talk. I mean, let me tell you something. Danny Duncan don't collaborate with a lot of people, but he'll collaborate with me.
Can we
you know
talk
why?
about him a little bit?
Because Danny Duncan is cool.
Yeah, we'll wait for the video.
I like Danny Duncan.
I'm gonna say one
And-
thing. I'm gonna say one thing about he is one of the realest YouTubers, and like he's honestly
really
the
as
realest
crazy
YouTuber I've
as
met.
He acts. That's not an act he's putting on. It's really him.
Not even that. It's like
I mean, I don't think it's a secret. I mean, Danny Duncan has swam in my pool. Okay. And if you wait around, you'll see all kinds of shit of Danny Duncan and knowing me. All right. And I'm looking forward to it because Danny Duncan's a great guy. And he just came back. Let me tell you something. You talk about balls. This kid's got balls. He's a kid. He's 30. I don't want to tell his age. Anyway, the point is he went to Spain, okay, with his whole entourage and ran in the streets being chased by bulls.
that was a good video.
Who the hell's
really
going to do that
video.
with the crazy
Oh
Spaniards?
my god!
Okay.
Could you imagine?
So,
Imagine getting hit by one of those things.
let me tell you something. The one thing I respect about guys like him is that they're not full of shit. They're
Nah,
the
he's
real
a real
deal.
deal.
If
He's
they
a
entertain you
real
and you
deal.
like what they do, they give it all they got. They live it, they breathe it, they eat it. Okay, Danny Duncan is the real deal. I know him personally, and he's to me, he always tries to be at the top of his game. He always gives the best, and a lot of people
He
like him.
cares.
Some people don't like him. Well, don't watch him then, but I like him. Anyway, I did have the pool clean the pool twice after he swam here with his entourage.
All right.
Especially the little guy. All right, what else?
All right. Shout out Jet. Thank you for the $10. Ben, I'm going to purchase my first apartment complex to add another revenue stream on top of the social media. What are your tips for managing an apartment complex, and what should I know?
I'm reading because my brain's not working.
Sorry, I was reading a little too fast.
Yeah, I'm slow. I'm slow, Ben, I don't do that. I don't mean nothing offensive by that. Ben, I am. What are you doing? You're going to purchase my first apartment complex and another revenue stream on top of social media. Okay, well, go buy it. God damn it! What are your tips for managing apartment complex, and what should you know? All right. Well, seriously, if you're buying a property that is, what are you laughing at?
No,
If you buy a property and you manage it yourself, it's the smartest thing you could ever do. The only reason why I'm successful is because I knew how to manage the property. Owning it ain't shit. You just got to put the money up. But running that mother, you know what? That's what it takes. So, you definitely should buy a property. Don't buy something you can't handle, but buy something small. It's not that difficult. You got people that live in the apartments. They pay your rent. And if something breaks, it's not their fault. You fix it. And the subject. You take the money they give you. You pay off everybody you got to pay. And there you go. Whatever's left is yours. So do it. And keep doing social media and keep all the money you can coming in. All right. But, find the right deal. Make sure you don't overpay. That's the most important thing in buying real estate. Don't overpay. You only get one shot at buying it. You got to buy it as cheap as you can.
Yep.
You can always go up, but you can't go down.
All right. Shout out Randolph. Thank you for the $9.99. Ben, Randy Rodriguez here, 26-year-old based in Fort Myers and owned 3 businesses. Had a very humble beginning. One deals with outdoor low voltage paver lighting. We need to get on the phone.
All right, well, get me on the phone. Maybe I'll have some business for you. Okay, do a consult with Ben. I've been interested in that paving lighting. You know why? It's really good for my hotels. And maybe they won't be able to it'll help me with all the goddamn slip and fall bullshit lawsuits I get. If it says there's even lighting in the pavers, what else could they? Don't tell me they trip for what? It wasn't too dark. You can't blame me on the lighting. I've been sued, and people get sued all the time for poor lighting. So if we put them in the pavers, then you'll have a lighted pathway. Get me on the phone. Let's talk about it. You might be able to make money off of me. I'll be your first customer.
All right. Shout out Philip. Oh yeah. Thank you for another $50.
50 big ones.
On
the
top of the
Polac's
one he
going to
already
be
got.
drinking
I
vodka
appreciate
and
it.
eating Polish sausage.
Tequila tonight.
I was gonna say you don't drink vodka anymore. We drink tequila.
Oh, why is that? What's that bottle sitting there that was a gift from somebody to him? What is that? Tito's what?
Vodka.
So, If he
Trying
ain't
to
got, let me
finish it.
tell you something. Rafal, he likes the good shit, but then if he ain't got it, he'll always go back to whatever.
Okay.
He'll go back to vodka in a
Go
minute.
back to my roots.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Philip, he said, are you putting electric car chargers at your properties, and are you able to make any extra income?
You know, Ben Jr.'s handling that. He's working with Tesla directly. They're digging up trenches. They're running wires. It's supposed to be profit sharing. So I'm going to sit back and wait and see. You know, but we are doing it in our shopping centers. We're doing it in our hotels. And I think we're doing both
Everywhere.
types, whether it's a Tesla or not a Tesla. And we're supposed to get some kind of revenue out of it. So, I mean, we're all at the beginnings of this. But yeah, I think it's going to be great because, you know, if somebody needs it, it's there. And they'll come to my Publix shopping center instead of another one because I got the power. They can do a quick charge, baby. Quick charge.
Charge while you're shopping. There you go. All right. Shout out Jam Rock. Thank you for the $10. I'm from Canada. My bank pre-app $350,000 US money for an American purchase. I make $110K a year. I have $40,000 saved. What do you think? I want to go to Florida since I'm a UF grad. University of Florida.
He's got 40 grand. He's been approved for 350, so he must be on his income.
Yeah, he makes
he's making
110 a year.
Oh, okay, great. All right. Well, you know, the best thing for you to do is if you don't own a home, I would buy one with income coming with it. Okay. I don't know. Guys don't have FHA in Canada, but you know, if you want to come to Florida, come to Florida, and the bank's going to loan you money here. Try to buy something you can live in and also have an income. And if you're so proud of being what is UF? Where's UF at?
University of Florida. That's Gainesville. The Gators.
Oh, that's Gainesville. That's
Yeah.
a good school. Well, if you graduated from Gainesville, you're a smart person. But go to Gainesville and rent to students. Live in a place and rent to students. Hey, there you go, student housing. You can make a fortune on if you buy the right place. And it's all about supply and demand. So maybe you might, if you're moving to Florida, are you moving here? Or you're just buying here? I don't know. If you're not moving here, then buy something that you know is going to make money. Do it, or just go across the border to the U.S. side where you're at. You know, go to Niagara. Let me tell you something. You ever go to Niagara Falls? You know, the American side is very depressing, but you go to Canadian side, it's like Disneyland. You know, but not all right. You know what I mean? So you know, you can maybe go close to the border in the U.S. and buy. But if you're moving here, then, you know, buy something that has income to live in. All right. What else?
All right. A couple more. Let's see. Shout out Michael. Huge fan, Mr. Mallah. Do you always do interest-only loans? Why or why not? Thank you, sir.
I do them, but that doesn't mean everybody can do them. All right. It took me many years to get to that point. But I've been talking to people, and they'll do it if it's the right deal. It's all about the bank, the relationship you have with the bank, how big of a risk you are. I mean, I like interest-only deals because it gives me all the cash flow I want. And if I bought the property right, I plan on having equity down the road. So I don't need to buy down the damn mortgage. Okay? I'm not buying a fucking property to be a savings account, you know, where I'm just trying to save money by buying down the loan on it. I'm buying it for cash flow. And for me to get the most cash flow, I need interest-only. And the banks and most deals, they'll give it to me, and then we have to negotiate the time, how long they gave it to me for. And, that's the game I play. But, you know, always try to play the game. They can always tell you no, but always at least try to ask for it. At least a year or two. This guy looks like a tough guy. Oh, boy. We're in for it with this guy. I can tell you right now. He looks like somebody just will snap your friggin' neck.
Hey, Ben, I got a question for you. I work in financial sector doing security.
Judge a book by its cover.
So I make $70,000 a year, and I want to take the equity out of my house. I bought my house for $255,000, and now it's appreciated up to $460,000. And I want to see what I can do with that equity to possibly maybe buy some trailers in a 55+ community.
I mean, okay, you want to borrow against your house? Is that what you want to do and pull the $200,000 equity out, or as much as you can? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You don't want to sell it, right? You don't want to sell it.
I got to live in it. Yeah,
I know you got to live in it, but you've been there how many years now?
About 2.5.
All right, so yeah, if you did want to sell, at least the money's tax free. But all right, go to the bank and see how much cash they're going to put in your hand, or go see about a HELOC. You know,
Okay.
if they'll give you 100 grand or 150 grand line of credit, you know, the money's there. You tap it anytime you want. And if you're not tapping it, you're not paying on it.
Right.
You know, but I'm telling you right now, you got to have money to make money. You know, so go get a line of credit against your house, or if you have to take a second, but make sure you got somewhere to put that money to use, because you're going to be paying interest on that money as soon as you touch it.
Right.
So, and if you think there's opportunities out there where you can buy some mobile homes and fix them up, and they're going to have lot rent, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right, and the numbers work. You buy it for X amount of dollars. You figure out what the lot rent is. You deduct that from it. I mean, as long as the numbers make sense, you know, I always thought about doing it. You know, if I got really, you know, back in the day, I'd walk in a fucking park and say, oh shit, I should buy 10 of these goddamn things and rent them out. I mean, you know, so, you know, and sometimes I don't know where you're at, but I remember a market where they would give me the goddamn mobile home because the person died, you know, in Florida, and the family don't want it, and they just want somebody to pay them a lot rent. That's all they care about. They say, just take it, just sign right here that you're going to pass the lot rent for the next year or two. And, you know, so there's opportunities. And if you got nice seniors that you can put them in a 55 and over park, just make sure the park allows you to rent. That's the most important thing, you know. And go online. Look at. Let me tell you something. I could go in my backyard right now and find a 55 and over, decent enough place for a human being to live for 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. Okay, it's everywhere. And if you can fix one up and rent it out, and the numbers work, that's great. But you can have a hard time borrowing against it. That's the problem.
Right. Okay.
You have to start off small and keep trying to make your money, you know, buy cheap ones, because they're not going to want to loan you money on a mobile home that easy. Unless you had like a whole park, then it's a different story.
Okay.
So, but try. Go on the MLS, go online, find the cheapest shit out there, go in there and drive it like I used to do, and then look at it and say, oh, yeah, maybe $5 grand, I can fix this place up. How much does it cost? Even a fucking roof don't cost shit on those things. Carpet,
that's what I'm
paint,
thinking.
roof. What else are you going to do? Make sure the hot water heater works, the AC. You know, there ain't much to do. You know, you just fix it up.
That's what I was thinking. In a 55 plus, I mean, there's probably not going to be a lot of, you know, overhead, all that.
You're going to pay you. I'll tell you something else. I don't know where you live, but
Arizona.
I know for a fact, Housing Authority will pay Section 8 on a mobile home. At least they did. I remember they told me whatever cities I was in, they would pay, double check, but they would pay. You might be able to find good seniors on Social Security that have Section 8 that will pay you, you know, and the Housing Authority will pay you a good rent, you know. And then with what do you do for water? You get a separate water meter. The tenant's got to pay it there, right?
Yeah, it would be separate water. Yeah.
There you go. Go look for something. Try to buy one. Try one out and see if it works. You just got to buy it dirt cheap. You got, and then I'm going to tell you something else. They're like brokers that specialize in that. All you got to do is if you're looking for a deal and you can't find one, and you see the sign on one for sale, okay,
right?
That guy, whoever's got his sign selling a mobile home, he specializes in selling mobile homes. He don't really do anything else, and he probably does a whole lot of them. So that's how you find out if you can find a good deal. You know,
right? You probably
he knows all the park managers. He knows when somebody dies. He's the first to know. The guy that specializes in selling mobile homes. He's already been doing it. He's in. He knows everything. He's sitting around waiting for people who die so he can get the listing and sell a damn mobile home. All right. Well, good luck to you. I appreciate the call.
Thank you. No problem. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
All right, shout out Michael T. Thank you for the $199. Have you ever looked into self-storage? What are the pros and the cons?
Self-storage, I've never owned one. I've looked at some. I wanted to do it, but, you know, the right one never laid in my lap or was too far away. Self-storage is a business, but it's not a hard-to-run business. It requires only really a manager, probably, and a maintenance person. And a lot of times I've seen them when they give an apartment and they live there, blah, blah, blah. The point is this. It's all about supply and demand. If you can keep the storage place full at a good enough rate that you can make money, that's all that matters. I've seen storage facilities that charge the same price per square foot as a friggin' apartment because of their location. It's all about location and the demand for their service, you know? So it's all about that. It's a business. You got to look at it as a business. It's not real estate. You got to make sure that you can make money at that business.
All right. Tane Durimman, thank you for the $10. Good day, Ben. Can you offer any advice on where to seek advice on investing in the U.S. property market? I live in New Zealand.
New Zealand, that's where the little guy was from, New Zealand. And my plumber's from New Zealand. They're Kiwis. Listen, if you're in New Zealand, I don't know, you're going to come here and buy something. The only thing that makes sense for you to buy is a triple net deal by a franchise that's like a corporate guarantee, like a KFC or a Mickey D or a BK or, a 7-Eleven. I mean, you look at those type of assets where you're sure there's no landlord responsibilities because the money is going to take you to fly here 20 hours is going to eat up all your profits. So you want a property that's called a triple net, and a lot of foreigners buy them here, especially a lot of Chinese. We own it, but we don't have to do nothing. So, that's the kind of property you look for. You go online, you find triple net brokers, you try to see what's out there. You try to find a 6+ cap rate, and you buy it, and you sit back and relax because you ain't got to do shit. I own a Walgreens down the block from here. I don't do shit. I don't do nothing, so that's it. And it's right down the block. I could do something if I had to, but I can't because I'm not supposed to. I go by there and I say all the time, man, I like to fix this place up. It's right here in the middle of fucking intersection of my neighborhood, and it looks like kind of shabby. But Walgreens is responsible. So I told Paulie the other day, I don't know if he did it or not, it was looking pretty rough, like the wall was messing up or something in the landscaping. Paulie, I hope he's sober enough to answer. Did you contact the manager or district manager and send them the pictures of our concerns with the property?
I went there personally in the store this morning.
He went there personally in the store this morning.
And what'd you do? Talk to some poor clerk behind the desk?
I emailed corporate.
He emailed corporate.
Did you send the pictures?
Yes, he did.
To corporate?
Yes.
Yep.
And have you got a response?
No.
Well, then call them now. All right? And let them know that, we're trying to help them. We don't want their place looking like crap. What the person in the store say? I can't do nothing. I'm just a clerk here, right? They put a work order in.
Would you ever want to go to New Zealand?
New Zealand, it's a long flight. I like to visit. I like to say, yeah, I went to New Zealand. We'll get you out there. You'll chase some sheep around, and we'll call it a day.
I'm scared of those. They have great white sharks out there and stuff like that.
Don't talk about sharks. We're getting ready to go to
we're going to
goddamn
Bimini.
Bimini.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
And you'll scare the shit out of Jimmy. He's afraid of sharks.
Oh, is he?
All right, what else
All
we
right,
got?
shout out Dragon. Thank you for the 14 HNLs. I don't know what that is. Shout out Christian. Thank you for the $4.99. Ben, I have one apartment in Avon Park and have some cash saved up. What do you recommend I buy to grow with more rental
More
property?
shit in Avon Park if that's where you're at. Let me tell you, Ben walked away from several deals in Avon Park. It didn't thrill him, But if you're there and you know how to make money there, then do it, because Avon Park is a place where real estate is not as expensive as everywhere else, but that's because you're not making as much as everybody else in rents. But, I definitely know that if I lived there, I'd probably be buying shit in Avon Park. But I live too far away, and it's got to be a really big deal for us to travel far. But go find a deal in Avon Park. Marcus and Miller Chap, CBRE, they all had shit pop up. Ask an agent, hey, you got anything for sale in Avon Park? And something will pop up.
Yep. All right. Shout out Emmanuel. Are you investing now or waiting? And do you like shopping centers or apartments more?
I like everything that makes me money. We specialized in apartments for 20 plus years straight. We couldn't do it anymore, so we got into retail. Right now, we'll take anything. If the numbers work and the deal makes sense, then we'll do it. We don't care because we've done it. Shopping centers, even a hotel if it's in the right location, apartment buildings. I just don't know industrial. But it doesn't matter. Wherever you can find the fat in the deal, baby, the fat in the deal. That's what we're looking for. Or a safe place to park our money and get a good return so we can, sit back and have the income from it. We're diversified.
All right, shout out Dominic. Thank you for the $10. I'm an operations advisor in the pharmaceutical field.
Ceutical, not cuticle.
Ceutical field. I plan to buy a home in Gainesville where I work in about 2 years. How can I work toward investing in student housing and balance a mortgage?
I mean, if you buy a place that is already student housing, then you're basically walking into an operation that's already going on. I mean, if you're going to try to take a house that's 5 bedrooms and rent each bedroom out, then you got to make sure you can fill the beds. It's all about filling beds with a student housing. If you can fill the beds, you should make money as long as you don't overpay for the property. The mortgage is part of the equation. You got to make sure you can afford to collect enough beds, money, rent to pay your mortgage, pay your bills, and that's it. But make sure you get parents make sure the parents sign on the lease so they're on the hook because the student ain't got no money. I had one building that had 580 beds in it. I wish I had it today. All right, what else?
All right, 2 more. Shout out Heath Dean. Thank you for the $9.99. What a legend. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shout out Pinchas. Thank you for the $2.
Pinchas.
And that's the last.
Pinchop.
It's not the same, Ben. It's not the same.
Pinchop. Your grandmother used to call me
Pinche cabrón.
Pinche cabrón. You pinche cabrón or gordo, pinche gorda. Pinche gordo. Where's pinche gordo?
Hey, do you remember what my grandmother used to call Polly?
Pinche cabrón.
Belon. Exactly.
Pinche
Belon.
balón. Balón means bald.
Well, that's the last super chat.
All right, super chatters.
Well, before the last one, we just want to remind you guys once again.
Oh, you need a fucking face, your elbow.
Why did you lean that? I was.
Oh my God! Here you go with my. Paul, you're not even a lawyer. Anyways, September
10th and 11th.
September 10 and 11.
Carla will be drinking at the Sheridan Suite, Cypress
No, I
Creek.
will not be only drinking, but I'll be there. Oh my God.
Be partying and having a good time.
How much does a DJ cost? Not that much, right?
No, we
Maybe
can get a
after the show,
DJ.
we do pictures.
Let's
we
do a
hang
DJ.
out.
Yes,
Maybe we'll
let's do a DJ. That's gonna
and
be
we'll
so
turn
much
the
fun.
conference room into a
Paul
disco.
would definitely be there. Absolutely. If you guys have any questions for him, he will definitely be there. Of course, Aaron will be there because he has to be somewhere.
The good thing is time.
Because we never let him go anywhere. That's why Aaron will be there.
I'm a prisoner.
No, you're not,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Well rested because this could be an all
Oh, boy. Tonight is the drunk nights.
No, it's not.
All right, seriously. September 9th, you can book a private meeting. September 10th, we're going to do a evening show from 6 to 8. We're going to hang out there all night in my hotel. Okay? And then the next day, Sunday, we're going to do an early show. That's going to be from like 1 to 3. Okay? And we're still going to hang out afterwards. Then I'm going to get on a plane and go home. So be there. Go online, benmail.com, book a room. If you're local and you don't need the goddamn room, then buy a ticket. But be there. I need to fill that goddamn hotel up. It's a slow month, and we need the money. Thank you very much.
I love it. Me and Paul have to go, but you guys have a wonderful night.
All right, everybody.
The most important thing to Carla on the boat that works is the ice machine. You believe that?
Oh my God!
Put her on
Everybody
a boat,
knows
and
about
the ice
my
machine don't
I have
work.
a
You're in
thing with
trouble.
my ice machine.
You want to see her get pissed? Tell her the ice machines aren't working. Oh shit! All right,
One
folks.
roll,
All right, everybody,
ice.
go
That's
like,
it.
subscribe, comment. Make sure you tell your friends about it to our road to 500K. Almost there. Only need 5,000 more people.
Can somebody double subscribe? No. If they got two people, two accounts,
I'll take a double.
I need everybody to go out there and do a double account and then have that subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. All right, good luck, good night, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and meeting you in person in Fort Lauderdale. Be there.
We are
Adios,
all
amigos.
looking forward to seeing you.
I'll go back to sleep.
I'm going back to sleep. Thanks for the time off.
You better get to work tomorrow.
Adios,
Oh, yeah.
amigos.